Welcome back, you guys. Today we get into this housing crisis. The housing crisis is mad right now. It's crazy. Everything's expensive. Everything is too much. People out here struggling, stressing, making all kind of rants and raves. I know y'all seen it because there's so many out here. That's how bad it is. It's that bad. There are hundreds and thousands of videos of people complaining about, oh my gosh, I'm barely making it. I can't even get an apartment to get in. The stress over just somewhere to live when it come down to this money. Boy, this world act funny. They do. So we gonna keep on going and get into these videos. I won't take up too much time. Let's go.
America, we got a problem. Because the home that they forced me and my family out of, guess what? It's empty. Are they working on it? No. Is it going to be put on the market anytime soon? No. It's going to be left empty. Because what they really want is to control that community. So they're going to buy up more. They're going to push people out more. That's why I'm speaking up about it. Before it's too late and it happens to more people. We need change. Why does our government care more about sending aid to other countries, but does not want to do anything about the homelessness? Because that's what it is in America, where the American citizen is being preyed upon, pushed out on the street, and then wait a minute, isn't it a federal crime to be homeless? So then we're gonna get locked up. Somebody make it make sense.
Let me summarize for you just how unaffordable it's become for the average American to buy a house in the United States. The average household income in the United States is $80,000 a year. And a financial advisor recommends that you spend only 25% of your after-tax income on your housing budget. Your after-tax income, if you make $80,000 a year, is $60,000. And if you were to take 25% of that on a monthly basis standpoint, your monthly mortgage payment should be no more than $1,250 per month. A $1,250 per month mortgage budget only affords you a $175,000 home. But the average home price here in America is $420,000. So the average household in America can only afford a $175,000 home, but the average home price is $420,000. That simply
I ain't seen them prices in a long time.
The entire issue that Americans are dealing with right now.
Yeah.
Do not let anybody ever tell you that right now is the right time to buy. The right time to buy a house is when you can afford it, and that's it. And if you can't afford it, that's
the right time to buy a house is when this move collapse. When you see one in foreclosure with a big clearance tag on it, that's when it's time to buy a house. When now the housing market crash and it goes on foreclosure, and they got that for sale sign out there, and it's at a price you ain't never seen. So it'll be $175 when you know it's supposed to be $4. That's the best time to buy a house. Wait on it.
Way too many realtors out there are trying to tell you that right now is the right time to buy. It is a realtor's job to help you buy or sell your house when you decide it's the right time, but it is not a realtor's job to tell you when that right time is.
We are living in a crazy time in this country. My job just transferred me to the branch in Portland, Oregon. I was looking into buying a house there because I need a place to live for me and the young one. I found this. I was like, oh, that's a solid price for a starter home. Until you look at the listing and realize you might as well live out of your car. Like, I can't raise my son in a house like this. And this is going for $275,000, right? Here's the thing. This is where President Trump and his economic policies come into place. This was going for $255,000 back in October. The price continually dropped under President Biden, and then Trump gets in office on the 20th of January. 2 days later, that goes from $235 to $275. They think you're stupid, bro. They told you they were going to lower the price of eggs. Instead, they're raising the prices of houses. $275,000 for this. American dream is dead with President Trump. Under President Biden, things were going in the right direction, more affordable for an everyday American. And then within 48 hours of taking office, Trump and his boys were like, you know what? Let's take advantage of these people and make the rich people richer. They don't want you to see this. Like many, I'm just trying to set down roots, provide for my family, but a price price jump like that for a dump like that is nuts. Can't afford eggs, can't afford
Be living under a rock, or maybe just real deep down in the country with these awesome low prices, and they not even awesome no more. They used to be. But when has a 1-bedroom house became $275? Move me to another country if y'all go do it like that. Almost $300K for a beat down, messed up 1-bedroom. Who is the owner? We need to talk to you.
Bruh.
We really do. Because that don't make no sense. $275 for a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom. I hope my screen didn't mess up, because I changed screens. Y'all can't see it. $275? Are you serious? When? Where? The Bible said it was going to get like this. That it was just going to be high, everything out of control. People can't afford nothing. It looks crazy. So I seen this prophecy before. I'm just going to be real about it. $275, 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom in Oregon. That's funny within itself. Sorry, Oregon people.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Because I don't want to find it. 27. Okay. That shocked me.
afford mangoes, definitely can't afford a house under President Trump.
New Hampshire, we have a housing crisis on our hands. I just moved and my new apartment is costing me $500 more a month. My old apartment that was full of mold that the landlord wouldn't do anything about was going to charge me $200 more, despite not having done any renovations. The crazy thing is a lot of mortgages are costing way less than rent right now. Mortgages that were just put in place a couple years ago. The median sale price for a home right now is $565,000. Back in 2019, not that long ago, it was $300,000. And last year, New Hampshire started the Housing Champions program, which was going to help increase affordable housing supply around the state. And this year, they cut the funding for it entirely because they ran out of money in the state budget after they cut taxes for rich people again last year.
I hope everybody that's looking for a house find one what they want. But I'm going to tell you this, and I'm going to be straight up before we leave and go on to the next video. When you get a house, you young ladies out there, the new mommies, because it's usually the wife that picked the house majority of the time. Let's be real. When you get a house, ladies, make sure you got enough kitchen space that you want. Either you like a big kitchen or you don't. I don't like a big kitchen. I like it to be small, less kitchen than I can get. So I had to split my kitchen. It was so big. I had to split it in half. How you split a kitchen in half? Change the floor and split it in half. So I had to split my kitchen because it was just too large. They had me messed up if they think I would go mop them floors for 30 years. Make sure you got the size rooms you want, the layout that you want. I know it's a lot to think about and it's 1,000 houses to go to. You need to write down the 10 things that you love about a house, because once you buy it, you might want to stay if you're not a house hopper. But if you want to stay where you at and you don't want to get a different house, make sure you got everything in it. Make sure your yard big enough you can put something out there. Make sure you got enough land on your property. Make sure you got enough rooms in there. The rooms designed like they supposed to be. Make sure your lunch room the size you like. Believe me, somebody got a house out here for sale with your exact wants in it. Don't mess around and get a house and have all this stuff you don't even want in it. Later down the line, 10 years later, I should have never bought this house with this stupid backyard. You don't want to feel like that. So make sure you got everything in it. Whatever your plans is and your scopes of living, make sure you got all that before you get up in the where you want to stay at. I know I picked the right house I wanted. I don't have no regrets. So you got to be like, thank God I found what I like and what I want. I'm Tiffany Rose. If you're new to the channel, hi, how you doing? I like to talk about stuff that's going on in the world around us, events, economic views, hey, life events. I might pull up a video, somebody slap somebody. I don't know what I feel like for the day. So whatever I feel like, we go do over here. And if you'd like to join the family, cool. I'm out. I'll see you guys later. Bye.
If you are a believer, you're born again, you are called to be a watchman or watchwoman or watch person, doesn't matter. So, it means you are someone who's to behold, to look up. You're called to be one who waits on the Lord.